There's a few years ago, Steve McGeevity, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he's a producer of some Hollywood classics that we're familiar with, The Passion of the Christ, Braveheart, and he was giving a lecture near New York City. So he has 40 years experience in senior positions in the entertainment industry. He's one of 6 children. He attended Notre Dame High School and Loyola Marymount University. So he's speaking to this group of promising Catholic college students who wanted to pursue a career in the entertainment industry. And during the question and answer period, one of the students boldly asked one of the most obvious and perhaps hardest questions that can come up in that kind of setting. She said, "What is your goal in life?" Well, this successful Hollywood producer paused, looked out the window for a moment, and just think, what were the students thinking at that time? Maybe going through their own lists of personal goals, wondering how they would measure up in comparison. Then he turned back to the audience and responded matter-of-factly, "My goal in life is to get my kids into heaven. And I guess also to get there myself too." He said, you could have heard a pin drop. It was as if that were the absolute last thing they expected to hear. But think about it. That's how all of us as Christians should answer that question. As all the parishes in the diocese do, we recently came out with our yearly state of the parish with the financials, the numbers. But the numbers, we know, do not articulate the life of the spirit of a community, the mission of a parish, our Christian journey, asking ourselves both individually and as a community, what are our goals? How do we embody being Christ for others, that beacon of hope? In my short time here, again, I arrived January, many examples have illumined to me the spirit of the parish, how people are so caring for each other and their neighbor in need. There was a few examples I want to share. There was a young lady who had a seizure at one of the party in the pavilions, and people just mobilized, ran to her side. And one of them, even in that process, fell and hurt her own head. And whenever it is communicated that someone is dealing with an illness, the prayers start, the community comes together. How can we help? Making sure that they're visited, brought Holy Communion. And as a people of faith in the Eucharist, we come together in that communal celebration to be the giver of the gift, to be called to be that people of mission. In our story, the mission, it's embodied in all the ministries here. I'll just offer a few examples because there's so many. St. Vincent de Paul, Holy Name Society, Respect Life, Ministry to the Homebound, the volunteers at Fish Fries, at the party in the pavilions, the Ladies Guild, Sandwich Saturday, our wonderful music ministry, Parish Council, Finance Council, the Liturgical Art and Environment. There's a couple, they're so devoted, they volunteer their time and they're always working on the display in the front, changing the theme based on the liturgical season. Our money counters, Catholic war veterans, our pre-Cana team. There's a couple that every day during the week they take care of the candles. There's a couple that bring their grandson every day during the week to help in the church, to do some things, clean the church, and he is so excited. And of course, our staff, above and beyond going what they're paid to be a light for others. And of course, those involved in our liturgy, lectors, extraordinary ministers of Holy Communion, servers, Mass coordinators, those who meet with grieving families to help coordinate a funeral for their loved ones. So friends, let's reflect that this is what we are, a people of mission. We work to bring one another to heaven through all that we do. from the Mass, the sacraments, formation in the faith for all ages and stages of life, and through reaching out to and helping those most in need. There is an awareness that we should journey in recognizing the grace that we receive in the sacraments each day through a deepening of our relationship with the bridegroom, Jesus Christ. For the sacraments give us a concrete encounter with the love and mercy of the living God. The grace of the sacraments help us to live with a greater awareness of Christ's presence in our lives each and every day, so that we may receive from the source of life itself in our daily prayer, in our encounters with others, and through the circumstances of our life. Living that sacramental life means living a life imbued with the presence of Christ, in which all of reality points to Him. This week, friends, you will receive a special brochure in the mail introducing our Beacon of Hope program. And I want to thank our staff for working so hard on this program. I invite you to carefully review the brochure, prayerfully consider how you and your family can help St. Monica in sharing your time, treasure, and talents that will further our mission as a people united in the one body, Christ the Lord. And on Commitment Weekend, which is next weekend, I invite each of you to participate by bringing your commitment card to Mass to join me in securing our parish's future, to help us grow in the Spirit, that we are a beacon of light to those in our surrounding community. And I am proud to be a part of this community, to be a part of St. Monica Church, St. Benedict School. Thank you, as always, for your prayers and generosity. As we hear in Matthew 25, behold, the bridegroom come out to meet him. The Good Shepherd leads us on our journey, living out the gospel. And may Christ's peace and light be with you always.